so, oh, am I cutting out?
No, can you hear me?
Okay. Yeah, no, my computer was doing something funny.
I hit the record button.
Okay.
Maybe that's what happened. And then,
Yeah, no, it was spinning like it was thinking or something.
I see. And will you, Laura, be able to share with me, like, if there's chat, questions, things like that? Because I usually like to follow up with people if I can't answer all their questions during the webinar.
Yeah.
The registration contact and then the chat, is that something that you can share?
The chat, I don't know how to share that. I mean, I can, if you want, like, if people are asking questions during, now, are you going to monitor that? If someone's asking a question during the program, do you want me to monitor the questions and then let you interrupt you and ask the question, or are you going to do that?
I usually don't monitor that. What I found when I try to is sometimes when I'm clicking on the window for the chat, it will actually like forward in the PowerPoint when I didn't want to forward in the PowerPoint, or it'll stop if there's a video playing. Usually when there's a video playing, it's a pause for me while the video plays.
So
but when I start tapping on the chat,
if somebody has a question, do you want me just to kind of interrupt you and ask it?
I guess if it seems like it's something having to do with the, if there's something going wrong, maybe typically what I do is I look at the chat at the end when there's questions, and then I'll start looking at it there.
You want to do the questions at the end?
Yeah, but if there's any kind of like something seems urgent to you, don't worry, you can certainly chime in.
Yeah. All right.
Hello, Kana. Can you hear us?
I don't hear her.
She may be making the coffee again.
Oh, she just put in chat, yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Awesome. Welcome, Kana. We'll be starting very soon. So just on a little note on that, Laura, with the chat, when I go to my Zoom meetings, and then I can look at, so if you don't press record, if you hit record, then it not only records the full video version, like we're seeing on the screen, it also records an audio file only, and then it also separately records a third file of the chat.
Oh, okay.
So, but I think it's probably if you don't press record, then you won't see those files. So I did press record. So I'm not sure how this will work when I'm not the host. I can share that with you later if we want to.
Yeah, but I can go into the account and see, and then I can post this recording on the website.
Yes.
If you want.
Awesome. Awesome, awesome. I also have another one. Something I've noticed is that my videographer told me that for some reason, when I play some of the videos, they play at 50 frames a second in the Zoom software, but our computers are 60 frames a second. And so sometimes in the recording and the playback, he calls them sticky. The videos are sticky, where the voice doesn't quite match. The audio track is like off with the visual.
Oh, okay.
So I do have a recording that I could send you where he superimposed fresh videos to unstick it. And I could share that with you if you want to post that one. It's probably better quality.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't noticed that on the recordings, but I'll have to look again.
It's only when I play the videos.
Oh, okay.
Videos in the PowerPoint.
Okay. I don't have too many people who do that, so.
Yep, you're stuck with me.
Yeah.
Okay. Kana, this looks like it's going to be a private course just for you.
Oh, we just had someone else log in.
And Kathy. Okay, so it is time to get started. So what I want to do is share with you first a video that a neighbor of mine created. I sent her an audio file. You're going to hear my singing voice, and you'll soon know why I wasn't signed by a record label. But this is just a short video to get us warmed up and get the mood right. And here you go, and then I'll be back and we'll get started. Oops.
I'm in love with my best friend, more and more every day. It's so much fun when she licks my face, here and there and all over the place. Let me rough, rough, rough for my best friend. The love we share has no end, 'cause it's rough, rough. Can't get enough of my old best friend.
So that was just something very nice by one of my neighbors. She did that without my asking. I sent her an audio file and she used her own photos and her family, and she put that together. So just wanted to share that with you. So welcome to the Real Estate Agents of the Rescue webinar. Let's take a look at our agenda for the day. I'm gonna tell you about Real Estate Agents of the Rescue and how we got started and what RErescue is all about. I'm going to show you how you can help save the lives of rescue pets without spending any extra time. And then I'll introduce our 4 simple words awareness campaign, as well as our RErescue mission and why fostering is so important. And then share with you new opportunities that are available to you as a member of a nonprofit organization. And you'll see how you can boost your social media exposure in a super positive way. I'll share our visions and goals for a better tomorrow. And then we're going to create some social media content together. So if you have a Sharpie or a marker and a piece of paper or a piece of cardboard or any old thing, a napkin, we'll do some social media together, create some content in a fun way. And then we'll have time for questions and answers. And this should take about 55 minutes for the webinar. And then we'll have time for the questions and answers. And so let's get started with a short introductory video. This is less than 30 seconds or about 30 seconds. And then I'll be back and we'll start going through this material. So here comes a short introductory video and then I'll be back.
Hi there, my name's Brian. I'm a real estate broker and founder of the Brokers Trust Real Estate Group. I'm also the founder of our nonprofit organization, Real Estate Agents to the Rescue. We're building a national coalition of real estate agents who are animal lovers. We're on a mission to raise awareness that fostering saves rescue pets and grow the foster volunteer community. Together, our members are going to help save the lives of thousands and thousands and thousands of homeless animals. Let's get started.
Okay, so what better way to get started than to share with you the way that Real Estate Agents to the Rescue got started. And it all started about 3.5 years ago. And this is me at an open house. That I'm a real estate broker here in Los Angeles, and I have a team, and we work in the area of Northeast LA. And I have a neighbor, and my neighbor is Ryoko, and she's in the light blue t-shirt, and she is a foster volunteer, and she takes care of doggies that are waiting to be adopted into their forever home. She had the little doggie Gigi, who's in my arms, and one day I said to Ryoko, hey, why don't you bring Gigi to my open house, and let's see if we can't get Gigi adopted. So over she came, and there we are at the open house. This is where it all began. And we brought Gigi, and Gigi was this incredible ambassador that really greeted people as they came in. I'd say something like, you know, this is, welcome to the open house. This is Gigi. She's looking for a forever home. If you happen to know someone that might want to adopt Gigi, please let me know, and welcome to the open house. So we did our best that day. Unfortunately, Gigi was not adopted, and it turns out that bringing a live rescue pet to an open house has its challenges and is actually not the best idea. But still, something incredible happened that day. Gigi was not just a little ambassador, she was an incredible icebreaker and conversation starter. And not only was she a conversation starter, but the kind of conversations we had that day were unlike any that I normally have and you guys normally have. You know, at your open house, you're talking about copper plumbing, when was the roof repaired, how many square feet, all those fun questions we all know. But with Gigi, you know, when we started talking about rescue pets, the conversation totally changed and people opened up and they shared photos with me. They broke out their phone They're showing me photos of their family, of pets that they loved. One woman who lost an animal that she loved a few years past even started crying. I mean, it was the connections that we made that day at that open house let us know that we were onto something. And even though bringing a live rescue pet to an open house might not be the best idea, we spent the next 3.5 years figuring out other things we could do. Other things we could do as real estate agents who are animal lovers and help save rescue pets at the same time that we were going about our normal real estate routine. So that's what I'm going to do in this webinar. I'm going to share with you all the things that we've learned over the last 3.5 years and developed, that these are things I want to share with you so that you can do them too. So why don't we take a look at what Real Estate Agents to the Rescue is, right? We're also called RErescue or RErescue, and our website is www.rerescue.org. And we are a nonprofit organization, a 501c3 nonprofit organization. And that designation is a significant one because as a nonprofit, it opens up all kinds of doors and opportunities that we would not have were we not a nonprofit organization. And we're building a national coalition of real estate agents who are animal lovers. And our mission is to raise awareness that fostering saves rescue pets and to grow the foster volunteer community. So what I'd like to do now, though, is share with you 3 ways that you can help save rescue pets without spending any extra time. And it's all about an awareness campaign and sharing a positive message. And that's a really important point that I'm going to make again, that we're sharing a positive message. We're not chasing after people or pestering them. That's what we're going to do. So here comes a short video. It's about 2 minutes long, and it'll show you the 3 ways that we've come up with that you can help save rescue pets while going about your normal real estate routine. So here comes a short video, and then I'll be back and we'll talk a little more.
Calling all real estate agents who are animal lovers. Okay, so you're a real estate agent and you're also an animal lover. That's awesome. And even though you'd love to help save the lives of homeless animals, you're just way too busy. It's like, oh my goodness, I already have so much going on that I can't get it all done. And the last thing I need is something else to do. I'm so sorry. I wish I could help. It's just not possible. But what if it was possible? What if you could help save the lives of homeless animals without spending extra time? What if you could incorporate your love and passion for rescue pets into your normal real estate routine? Real Estate Agents to the Rescue is a non-profit organization that empowers agents with custom branded marketing materials, showcasing you as an official member. It's an awareness campaign, and it's all about sharing this positive message with these 4 simple words. Fostering saves rescue pets. And raising awareness is as easy as 1, 2, 3. 1. When you host an open house, display a poster that says Fostering Saves Rescue Pets. 2. When you hand out your business cards, add Fostering Saves Rescue Pets to one side of your card. And 3. When you send out your marketing postcards, include this message: Fostering Saves Rescue Pets. Agents, is it crazy to think that you might want to join our nonprofit mission and help save the lives of homeless animals? You gotta go to our website, check out our awesome member benefits, then join our mission and become a member of Real Estate Agents to the Rescue. Real Estate Agents to the Rescue. Thank you.
Okay, so those are the 3 ways that you can help save rescue pets without spending any extra time. It's when you're handing out your business card, you have Fostering Saves Rescue Pets on one side. And when you're hosting an open house, here are the posters that you can put up, 11 inch by 17. I typically put them on the same table where we have the normal sign-in sheet and the flyers and brochures for the open house. I also have this poster, and believe it or not, this is what replaced Gigi. Instead of a live rescue pet, this little poster, believe it or not, becomes the conversation starter and the icebreaker and changes the conversation. And the way it works is kind of simple. People come in and I'll say something like, my name is Brian, welcome to the open house. I've got drinks and snacks over there, and I've got doggies and kitties over here. What can I get for you? And people will say something like, doggies and kitties, what are you talking about? And I said, well, in addition to showcasing this beautiful home, we also are part of a group that raises awareness that fostering saves rescue pets. How can I help you? And at that point, if people want to engage with me in conversation about rescue pets and about fostering, then I welcome that conversation. But I don't push it, and I don't try to convince anyone, and we just get on about our business about the open house. But these posters, as you can see, that they're branded with your name as an official member of this nonprofit organization, and it shows that you're someone who cares and shows that you're someone who's trying to make a difference. So this is the poster. Then there are the business cards, of course, with your real estate information on one side and the awareness campaign message on the other side. Different style of business cards, and then the marketing postcards. Just listed, just sold, some other real estate message on one side. And on the other side is, of course, the awareness campaign. Did you know you can foster for just a few days? And that's also branded, co-branded with your name as an official member on the bottom. Again, branding you as someone who cares and someone who's trying to make a difference as being part of this nonprofit organization. Something I want to point out to you is these postcards, business cards, and these posters are all offered to you at cost. We're a nonprofit organization. We want you to help save rescue pets. And we want to make that as inexpensive and as convenient as possible. So you can order these through our printing partner. It's a VistaPrint experience where you go online and you enter information and you order your co-branded marketing materials. And again, at no cost markup, this is to be as simple and inexpensive as possible for you. So that's the 3 ways that you can help save rescue pets without spending any extra time. But now I want to talk a little bit more. First, let me share with you some of the other things that we have: the co-branded official member badge, ribbon. These are things that these graphics that you can use to brand yourself as part of this nonprofit organization. And you can use these on your emails, at the bottom of your email, for example, on your social media, your Facebook page and your website, anywhere you feel you'd like to showcase yourself as an official member of this nonprofit organization. And we also have co-branded stickers. These can go anywhere and everywhere. Stick them on the water bottles that you give away at your open house. You can also put them on this separate sign-up sheet. This sign-up sheet is not for people interested in the open house, but some people will say, hey, I'd like to get more information about fostering and learn more about how I can foster for just a few days. So we sign them up, and then we get back to them and we show them, point them in the right direction and give them the tools and resources they need to go ahead and look into it further on their own. So I brand that sign-up sheet with my official member sticker. Here's an open house setup that I have where people are signing up for the more information about fostering. And this is if you see in the background, there's a large pink banner. This is another option, another product that we have co-branded that you can purchase. And it's a 3-foot by 7-foot tall banner. It's retractable, super easy to carry, comes in a carry case, easy to set up at the open house in less than a minute, has a big impact. It is, of course, more expensive. It's probably about $125. There's free shipping. It actually might be a little bit less than that. But these are great because you can use them not just at an open house, but potentially at community events that you might want to attend. And I'll show you more about that later in the webinar. But whether you buy the big, giant banner or you use the smaller tabletop poster, which is only a few dollars, they both will do a great job for you in terms of being a conversation starter, an icebreaker, and really open up the dialogue and help make connections on a deeper and more meaningful, way. So those are what I want to talk about now, though, is why fostering is so important. And this is a short video. It's, again, less than 2 minutes long, but it will really try to help you understand why fostering is so important right now. So here comes a short video, and then I'll be back again, and we'll talk a little more about it.
Did you know that you can be a hero? It's true. You can save the life of a rescue pet. It's so easy. Become part of the growing community of foster volunteers who are saving the lives of rescue pets. In the past, homeless animals were locked up in cages, waiting for fate to decide what happens. How sad. But now, with the help of foster volunteers, homeless pets are no longer locked up in cages. Instead, they live happily, out of harm's way, in the homes of foster volunteers. Simply put, foster volunteers save the lives of homeless animals. The more foster volunteers there are, the more lives get saved. It's that simple. If you can find a place in your home and in your heart, please consider joining the growing community of foster volunteers and save a life.
So that shows you a little bit why fostering is so important. And what I want to dig into a little more is that there's a new paradigm in the world of rescue. And what that new paradigm is that these rescue groups now, they don't necessarily have a building, a facility. They don't have pens and cages. They don't actually care for the animals themselves. What they do is they need a foster volunteer when they rescue an animal from the pound. You know, the pound will set out, the city shelter will set out an announcement saying that there are animals in harm's way, and does anybody care? And it turns out that these rescue groups, they care very much, and they go and they rescue that animal. They pull it out of harm's way. But now they don't have a building to put that animal into, so they rely on a foster volunteer that they can hand that animal off to. And then the animal lives happily in the home of that foster volunteer until it can be adopted. So that's the new paradigm. No more locked up in cages, no more waiting for fate to decide what happens. Instead, these animals are happy and safe in someone's home, the home of a foster volunteer. And so because these rescue organizations need foster volunteers, that's why we made this our mission, to raise awareness that fostering saves rescue pets and grow the foster volunteer community. Because the more foster volunteers we find, the more lives get saved. And we do this, we grow the foster volunteer community, the RErescue members, by sharing a positive message. And that's a really important thing. We don't want to pester people, convince people, chase after people. You don't want to shame people. Hey, did you ever think about fostering? You could save a life by fostering. Foster, foster, foster. If you do that, you will be a pest. You'll be someone to be avoided. We don't want that. We're realtors. We want to make connections. We want to help save the lives of rescue pets. We want to sell real estate. So this is a way, by sharing a positive message, there's no back pushing, there's no negativity whatsoever. We just share that message, fostering saves rescue pets. And some people are attracted to that message. And for the people attracted to that message, they ask questions and then we help them. So it's all about that, attraction, and not pestering and chasing. So that's really the first half of this webinar. It gets into the things you can do without spending any extra time, the posters at the open house, the postcards, the marketing postcards, and your business cards. And then we talked a little bit about why fostering is so important and why we've made that our mission, is to raise awareness of fostering saves rescue pets. What's coming next, though, is that there's, let me dig in a little deeper into the fostering saves rescue pets, what our message is all about. So our message is a two-part message: fostering saves rescue pets, followed by the question, did you know you can foster for just a few days? And so the first part is sort of an obvious: fostering saves rescue pets. Makes a lot of sense, sounds logical. Sure, fostering saves rescue pets, that's great. The big eye-opener, though, and this is really why, what makes it a conversation starter, is we ask this question that is not familiar to most people. Did you know you can foster for just a few days? What's that about? I didn't know you could foster for just a few days. And how could that possibly be something that's good or helpful to a rescue pet? And there's a number of reasons why it's helpful. One reason is people can wrap their head around fostering for just a few days. It's not an unending obligation. It has a beginning, it has an end, it's a weekend, I can have some fun with a doggy. But why is that a good thing? How does that really help that animal? It helps it in two ways. One way is that dogs live in the moment. So you take a dog out of that shelter, get it out of that cage, bring it into your home, have fun with it, go on a hike, go on a walk, play with, doggy toys and things like that. You're going to get to know that animal. It's going to have fun for a few days. It's a vacation from being locked up in a cage. That has merit on its own. But the other thing is that what most dogs that enter the shelter, they have no background. They're a giant question mark. So if a family is going to the pound to try to adopt a dog, they're going to look at, this dog has a personality profile. It's got this kind of, does it get along with kids and other dogs and other cats? There's a profile, but a dog without a profile is just a giant question mark. And a lot of people don't want to bring a question mark into their home, right? So what happens is by taking that animal home for just a few days, having fun, when you bring that animal back, the foster volunteer fills out a questionnaire, and it will tell that, it'll give it a background. So that's what happens. In just a few days, you can learn that dog's personality and you can give that dog a background. And when you give that dog a background, you just made it more likely to be adopted or to be fostered long-term until it can find a forever home. So that's why fostering for just a few days is so important and so effective. And the last part here is our dirtiest little secret. Is all about failure. And you probably know I'm talking about foster failure, which is when you take a dog home for just a few days and you fall in love, and that after that love connection is made, a new family member is found, and that dog never goes back to the pound. And believe it or not, about 25% of the time or more, when someone fosters for just a few days, there's an adoption. So that's our little dirty secret. It's about foster failure. And that's why our message, fostering saves rescue pets, and did you know you can foster for just a few days, is so effective. So what I want to talk to you about now, again, that's the first half, goes into how you can work this awareness campaign into your normal real estate routine and why fostering is so important. But now I want to talk about new opportunities that are available to you as a member of a nonprofit organization. You're going to see that by becoming a member of the nonprofit organization, you're going to be able to connect with schools and local businesses and community groups and churches and local government, animal shelters and rescue groups in ways that will not be available unless you are a member of a nonprofit. And really what these end up being are effective ways of prospecting in a totally new way and making really deep connections with people and having fun while you're doing it. And the big bonus, at the same time, you're helping save the lives of rescue pets. So it's a win-win-win. But let's go into some of the details. One of our favorites is a pet food drive. I usually go to a school. I'll say to the principal, my name is Brian. I'm part of a nonprofit organization. And would you mind if we do a pet food drive here at your school? I bring in the banner, I bring in the bin, I make it super easy because these people at schools are very, very busy people. And so I just make it super easy for them. They almost always say yes. We bring in the banner in the bin, and then the food just starts showing up. But what I really do to promote the pet food drive is we have little business card pet food drive promotional cards. And I put piles of 25 into the mailboxes of all the teachers. And so the teachers bring the cards to the kids, and the kids bring the cards back home to the parents. And we get the entire school community involved, from the principal to the teachers, to the kids, to the parents, and it's a giant circle of love, and the food comes into the bin, and we get to bring that food to one of the shelter nearby rescue groups that we support and help them out because the doggies they have need food, and we get them the food through these pet food drives. But it's a great way to get involved in the school community, and this would never happen if it wasn't part of a nonprofit organization's efforts to help save rescue pets. Something else we do is I love to give out hero awards. And these hero awards are co-branded with your information. So you can hand out a hero award to someone who has helped you. Maybe they helped with the pet food drive. Maybe they helped in some other way in some of the other activities that we'll be talking about. Giving them a hero award is such a nice way to put a smile on someone's face, to tell them officially and formally that you recognize their good deeds, and it deepens the connection. So this is Emily. She's a former Key Club president at a high school where I typically do the pet food drive, and she helped out a lot. So she got a hero award, and it was really fun. But again, you can do this. This will be signed by you. You're going to honor someone for the help they gave you to help save the lives of rescue pets. Something else we do are t-shirt drives. Here I contact a local business, which will often be a pet food store. Doesn't have to be a pet food store, but usually pet food stores because it's a nice connection between rescue pets and things like that. So I'll go to the store owner and I'll say, my name is Brian and I'm part of the nonprofit Real Estate Agents to the Rescue. And could we do a t-shirt drive at your store and have your patrons donate t-shirts so that we can turn them into doggy toys? And again, I'll go back to the high school. This is Atisha. She's another past president of the Key Club, which is a volunteer organization. Awesome kids, tons of energy, love to volunteer, super helpful. Atisha will go with me to an elementary school, and we'll talk to the parents, the adults who run the after-school program. And we'll teach those adults how to take these t-shirts and turn them into doggy toys. And then the little kids in the after-school program are making doggy toys out of the donated t-shirts. And then we have these little cards that go on each doggy toy, and it says "Made with Love" by Rian or Johnny or whoever the little person was, that the volunteer that created that doggy toy. So it's just another circle of love where we're working with the high school, we're working with a local business, we're working with the principal of that elementary school and the parents and teachers of the adults that run the after school program. And those little kids tell their parents what's happening. So again, we're making connections, we're meeting people in a super positive way. And what I have to say though is that these relationships that you'll make by doing these kind of activities, they're not superficial. They're really meaningful, because when you're doing something together to try to help save rescue pets or make the lives of rescue pets better, it's really meaningful. And by doing those things together, the relationships that you form are going to be meaningful as well and not superficial. I just want to point that out. We do a lot of other opportunities for community garden, for example. Here's an Easter egg hunt. There's some photos of the Key Club volunteers with their amazing, beautiful energy, and some other volunteers at another event. And here I am getting an award from my local council member. My local council member here in Los Angeles, Gilbert Cedillo for CD1. He's become a friend of mine. He loves what we're doing. He's a big champion of us. He's giving me an award at a community event. This can be you. You know, people are going to recognize the things that you're doing and the ways that you're helping. And you might engage with your mayor, with your city council member, or other neighborhood groups, and get to know them and network with them as part of this awareness campaign and helping save rescue pets. Here we are giving away some food that we got from a pet food drive. We're giving it away to a local rescue group. And you know, what's really been great is that these rescue groups, and you'll come to find this out yourself if you get involved, these rescue groups are people that are tremendously dedicated to helping rescue pets, and they need help, and we can give them that help. We give them the food they need for the dogs in their care. We give them foster volunteers because they can't exist without foster volunteers. So we really do offer some great service to these people who are tremendously dedicated, and it's really an honor to be able to help them do the work that they do. And that's what we do. We help them, and we become their champion. So as far as like, you might have a history in rescue, and you might already have relationships with different rescue groups, but maybe you don't. Maybe this is all new and you don't have any relationships. What I want to point out is how would you find out who to support and what rescue group you might want to work with? Well, you can go to our RErescue website, RErescue.org. It's a very simple website, and there's a couple buttons at the top. One of the buttons says, find a rescue or shelter near you. You click on that button, you put in your zip code or your city, and you'll find a list of all the rescue groups that are near you. And what you can do is make some phone calls, visit some people. You'll find the people and the groups that you feel the connection with. And those are the groups that you can help. So this is not about our organization kind of pushing you to support one group or another. This is about you finding your way. There are some local rescues near you that need your help. And you can find the ones that fit you, that fit your style, that you have a vibe for. And this is so you can find your path. And we give you the resources to help you with that. But also keep in mind Best Friends Animal Society. We are a network partner with them, and they have network partners all across the country. Rescue Group's a national organization. There are Best Friends is a leader in the world of rescue. And if you can't find a rescue group through our website, the RErescue.org website, you can probably look up on the Best Friends website, find a network partner near you. And that's another way that you can try to find a rescue group that you want to work for and you want to be their champion. So that's next part I want to talk about is boosting your social media and how you can do that in a positive way. So really looking back, all these things, all these photos and images that I've been showing you, here's me with the Best Friends people. Here I am with some rescue groups at community events. I'm with my local council member. These are great social media images. This content is created organically. It's a byproduct of being involved with community and helping rescue pets. And we're sharing all this on our website and on our, on our social media. Here I am at community events with volunteers. We're doing something. We're showing that we care. We're engaging with people. These are all amazing and powerful images that will help people see that you are someone who cares and that you are someone that's helping save rescue pets. So all these images, I want to share with you more about other community events that we've gone to. Here's our team giving away swag bags and receiving another award, and we're at different community events. We're having fun, we're engaging with community, we're meeting people in a really fun way, and we're helping save rescue pets at the same time. I want to show you one of our favorite things we do called the Human Barking Contest. So this is a short video, and you'll see what the Human Barking Contest is all about, and then I'll be back.
Who's got a bark?
We got a barker. 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 We got a barker.
Yep, that's the Human Barking Contest. Here's more social media images. I'm marching in a parade, raising awareness of fostering saves rescue pets. Got a little human barking action going on in that other photo. We even made a RErescue rap. So here I'm going to show you just how far you can push it. Here's a 21 seconds of the RErescue rap.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Fostering saves rescue pets. Fostering saves rescue pets. Did you know? It's all the craze. You can foster for just a few days. Fostering saves rescue pets. Fostering saves rescue pets. We out.
Yep, that's the RErescue rap. You can make your own version of that one yourself and then post that on your social media. So here we are at other community events. We got the doggy kissing booth. That's always fun. And in the bottom right, we are preparing for the watermelon eating contest where you compete against your own dog. So what if we take a look at how that looks? Here's a short video about the watermelon eating contest where you compete against your own dog.
Anybody who wants to be in the watermelon eating contest where you compete against your own dog? Okay, starting that watermelon. Eat that, go, go, go! Humans, no hands. Humans, doggies. Look at the action here. I'm gonna call it. All the doggies win. That's it. And you know what your prize is? You're gonna get a watermelon. Of course, just what you want.
Yep, that's the watermelon eating contest where you compete against your own dog. And what I have to make sure you know is that the doggies always win because you can't beat your dog. Why can't you beat your dog? Because you go to jail for animal cruelty if you beat your dog. You can't beat your dog. So let's just make sure you know the doggies always win. And but again, these are things that you can do. You can go to a community event and go to the organizer and say, hey, listen, I have a really fun idea. Could we do the watermelon eating contest where you compete against your own dog? And you can bring that and you can create these videos and take these photos and post that on your social media. So again, all these ideas and things I'm sharing with you are things that you can do. So here's more images, really powerful. We're at community events. We're giving away leis. I'm giving out my business card to hundreds and hundreds of people at a concert in the park. And that business card says Fostering Saves Rescue Pets. And when I hand that card to people, they say, thank you. And I say, you're welcome. And, you know, also one other great way to engage with people is be the water sponsor. Go to a community event and give out free water. You get that water cooler conversation, you hand someone a glass of water, they feel good, they like you. It's amazing. Really, the connections are and opportunities are so vast, and I'm only really sharing with you a portion of them. Here's another idea. It's the Shake Your Booty Challenge. Let's take a look what that looks like, where we raise awareness that fostering saves rescue pets, and we shake our booty at the same time. Let's take a look at that.
Fostering saves the lives of rescue pets! Woo!
Save the lives of rescue pets!
Fostering saves the rescue pets! Fostering saves the lives of rescue pets! Fostering saves the lives of rescue pets!
Fostering saves the lives of rescue pets!
Fostering saves the lives of rescue pets!
All right, that's enough.
So, you know, we try to make it fun, right? This is about saving rescue pets. This is serious business, but at the same time, you can have fun with it and make those connections and make it a win-win. So there's a Shake Your Booty Challenge. I want to share with you now some of our exciting future plans. Our goal is to grow the RErescue membership to be 24,000 members strong by the end of 2024. It's a big goal, but with your help, we're going to get there. Right now we have dozens. I think we have 60-ish members, and we've just gotten started. So you will, if you decide to become a member, you're going to be one of our originals. And so we have a special way of thanking you that I'll share with you in a moment for being one of the originals and joining us at our beginning phase here. Also, we can create, as we grow that membership, we can create the RErescue referral network, where you can, if you know someone who's moving to a city away from where you do your work, maybe you can find a RErescue member wherever that person's moving, and you can get the referral fee, and our RErescue member can get a new client, and we keep it in the family, and we support each other. So that's one thing coming on board as we grow and get more and more members. Community purpose grants and matching funds. If you have an idea and we've grown our membership, let us try to help you. Maybe you need some help financially. So we'll see if we can give you some community purpose grants to do that. One of the events might be a spay-neuter event, because the less homeless animals are born in the first place, the smaller the problem is. So spay and neuter events are really a huge way to impact the problem from ground zero, right? So if they're not born in the first place, and that's solves it, nips it in the bud, so to speak. The RErescue Choir. This is something that's actually not necessarily a future plan, because we've done it already. We went out to a local nursing home. I have a dance teacher instructor that I met through our work and community, and she brought out her kids, and they had a little dance routine, and we brought out some therapy doggies, and we put smiles on people's faces, and we sang songs, and we made people feel good. It was a wonderful event, and it's something that you can do and organize. The Bark Best Show. This is something we're super psyched about. It's going to be an experiential entertainment extravaganza. It's a party for your dog, but you can come too. So we're going to put that together, and that's going to be in stadiums and arenas all across the USA. And we're even going to create a float in the Rose Bowl parade. So if you always dreamed of being in the Rose Bowl parade, stick around. We're going to make a float, and you can march in the Rose Bowl parade with us. So those are some of our exciting future plans and our vision and goals for a better tomorrow. Again, we're creating an incredible community and family of RErescue members who are going to share with each other, we're going to learn from each other, and support and inspire each other. And together, our RErescue members are going to help save the lives of thousands and thousands and thousands of homeless animals. It's something that's very exciting. It's something we're already doing, and we welcome you to be part of it. So here we go. It's time for the social media. So our social media little exercise, if you have a pen and any old scrap of paper or a napkin, you can break that out. And we're going to do the Rescue Love Challenge. And what the Rescue Love Challenge is all about is making a pledge. You don't have to do whatever you're pledging today. You can do that when the time is right in the future. But it's pledging anything. No gesture too small. Some kind of loving act that would help a rescue pet in some way. So here's what it looks like. You write down your pledge on a piece of paper or a napkin or your forehead, and you take a photo of yourself holding your pledge card and showcasing your pledge. And then you post that on social media. And what you do is you tag 3 people to do the same thing. So you take your picture of you and your pledge, you post it on your Facebook page, your Instagram, and then you challenge 3 other people that you know to do the same thing. And don't forget to hashtag hashtag Rescue Love Challenge on when you post it on social media. So that's what it's all about. You can fill out your pledge card, and it's not about big stuff, right? These are different ideas. Walking a shelter dog, donating $10, donating 1 can of pet food. These are simple, small things, but collectively, all these small things will add up to something big. So that's what the Rescue Love Challenge is all about. So hopefully I'll see your pledge card and you'll post it on social media and you'll share it with me. That would be awesome to see your pledge. And this is a great little project that you can challenge other realtors in your office and other people that you know. If you go to the website, Rescue Love Challenge, there it is, rescuelovechallenge.org, you can actually download a pre-printed pledge card if you want to, but you don't need an official pledge card. You can use anything, napkins, paper towels, you got the picture. So that's the Rescue Love Challenge. That's our social media content for the day, and I hope you join in with us on that and you challenge other people to do the same. So why become a RErescue member? Here's a short video of people giving testimonials about why they think becoming a RErescue member is a good idea. So here's another short video, and then I'll be back.
What this has done for us, at least, is that you get to use this high quality branded material that's in one way branded with real estate and rescuing of the pets, and then with your own brand as well. And what it really allows is a dialogue to happen between us and potential clients, buyers, sellers, whatever the case is, because people see animals and they instantly want to talk about either their own pets, or I've always wanted a pet, or how do I get involved with this? So it really allows a scenario to happen that's much more natural than how many bedrooms, how many square feet are you looking for?
I think it's a win-win, and it also promotes good, conscious business, and we bring back to the community. That is very important. And I cannot wait to use everything on my next open house.
I was really interested in co-branding opportunities. I highly recommend it, and not only are you helping pets, but it's a bargain. In our industry, we pay a lot of money for marketing, and this is one thing that you can afford, and you should do it.
It's a nonprofit, so you feel really good about what you're promoting on top of everything else, which is not only yourself, but saving lives of animals.
It's been incredibly encouraging, the feedback that we're getting from the people that have been here. Our goal is to get thousands of real estate agents across the country saving thousands and thousands and thousands of rescue pets. And I know we can do it, and I know you can help. So realtors, if you want to become part of this nonprofit mission, become an official member of Real Estate Agents to the Rescue, just go to our website and sign up.
So there you have it. Those are some opinions of other people and what they think about being part of our nonprofit organization. And just to summarize our member benefits, that you're going to become part of the solution to help save the lives of rescue pets. You're going to be able to proudly display your love and passion for rescues by using our branding of the official member badge, ribbon, sticker, and logo, and really brand yourself as someone who cares and someone who's part of the solution. You can easily create these co-branded marketing materials. We have member-only pricing. Again, we want to make this as inexpensive and convenient as possible, that you can create these co-branded marketing materials and help save the lives of rescue pets. By working with our corporate printing partner, that is going to be something that you can have a Vistaprint-like experience where you go online and you create your own stuff and you get it with free shipping. You can connect with people on a deeper and more meaningful way. Again, the relationships you make and the connections you make by going through this process and these activities that we're sharing with you, these connections will not be superficial. They'll be really meaningful. And in fact, some of my best friends have come from bonding with people through these shared experiences. And of course, you're going to have opportunities to network with community because you're a member of a nonprofit that were not available to you. And you're meeting all kinds of people, you're connecting with schools and local businesses, and it's a real win-win for everybody because in the end, you're also helping rescue pets. And that's what this is all about because you guys are animal lovers and that's why you're here. So those are other things we have is you can purchase household data. It's a different way that you can reach out to the households in your farm in the area where you do your work with email addresses and phone numbers by zip code. You can ask for further details. You can send an email to me at hello@RErescue.org and say you want more info about the household data. I'll be happy to share that with you. The other big thing that we've started already, and again, we're new, this has only been the last few months that we've been doing these webinars and reaching out to realtors all across the country, but we have a monthly member meeting. And at our monthly member meeting, we share with each other new ideas that we have. Like right now, we can't do certain things, but we've come up with new things. It's amazing. When we put our heads together, we evolve and we grow. And you might be saying, Brian, this is great. There's all kinds of stuff you're showing, but I can't use this anytime soon. But there's other things, and I'd be happy to share that with you if you're interested. We have come up with other things we can do, even in the climate we're in, where we can save rescue pets, we can connect with people, we can make connections, and we can create some great social media content all at the same time. So that's something important, these monthly member meetings. And our next one is coming up in about 2 weeks. So you're just in time. Coming soon. Other things coming soon, other member benefits that will come online as we grow this membership. Maybe when we get to 500 to 1,000 members, we're going to have a personal web page for RErescue members where you can put another platform for you to brand yourself and showcase yourself as a realtor who cares and an animal lover that's helping save the lives of rescue pets. So just like on a broker's website where you have the landing page for the broker, Coldwell Banker, Keller Williams, each agent can have their own individual page. And we're going to offer that to you guys coming soon. A door knocking app, if that's the way you like to prospect by door knocking, there's an app for that. And I've tried it out and it's going to be great. It helps you keep track of your conversations and the houses of the doors you've knocked on. And that app will also be a free member benefit, again, when we grow our membership a little larger. We have a moonshot, Every Door 2024. It's a big moonshot. Our goal is to raise awareness on a national scale. And what we're going to do is we're going to visit every homeowner in the USA by the end of 2024. That's a lot of homes. It's over 80 million homes. And just imagine 24,000 RErescue members reaching out to over 80 million homes by the end of 2024 and sharing the message that fostering saves rescue pets. It's going to save the lives of thousands and thousands and thousands of homeless animals. It's going to be fantastic. The other thing is on our online store. In addition to the co-branded marketing materials, there's going to be all kinds of stuff. Swag. We'll have closing gifts and all kinds of products from t-shirts to fridge magnets to buttons and lanyards and all kinds of things that you can brand yourself and share with other people and thank them. So those are all coming soon. And that's the end of our webinar. I want to end it with this note and this quote that you may have heard before, but let me read it for you now. People will forget what you said. People will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. And that's what this is all about. It's about connecting with people, making them feel good, and they're going to remember you for that. And we're going to help save rescue pets all at the same time. So here comes the sales pitch. You knew it was coming. I buttered you up, but now it's time. It's $250 a year. But as I said, you guys are the originals. You guys are joining at an early stage. So what I want to do is give you the reward of the $100 webinar special. Instead of $250 a year, it's $100. And for that $100, the other special thank you we want to give to you are two things. One is that will be for life. So in other words, even if our membership dues go up over the years, which they likely will, because you joined early, because you joined now, that $100 annual fee will maintain the same. It won't increase for as long as you maintain your membership. And we also have what we call 3 and free. So with 3 and free, what that means is that if you refer 3 people, 3 other realtors who become members, then next year your membership dues will be waived. So that's another way for us to say thank you for helping us grow our membership so we can help save thousands and thousands of rescue pets. That's what this is all about. So if you were interested, you would go to the RErescue.org website, www.RErescue.org. There's a button there to become a member. You fill out a little membership form, and at the bottom, as you scroll down to the bottom of the membership form, you'll see a donate button. And the way you make your membership dues, the way you pay that, is you make a $100 donation to the Homes for All nonprofit, which is our parent company. So Homes for All and Real Estate Agents of the Rescue are the same actual company, and you make a donation, and then you're an official member. Imagine that. And that's what I got. This is the end. I say thank you. And at this point, if there's any questions that you might have, I'd be very happy to answer. Also, if you can't think of the question now and you think of it later, you're very welcome to contact us separately. I'm going to take a look at the chat here and see if there's anything in there people wanted me to listen to. Kana, your mic is not working, but that's okay. I think you heard us. And the question I have for Kana and Betsy is, do you feel that the $100 is too much? Is that off-putting? Is that too much to ask on an annual basis to become part of this nonprofit organization? If you have any feedback on that, that would be great. The other thing that I'd like to ask, though, is we really do need your help. For us to grow, this is a grassroots kind of effort. Having your help to spread the word that this nonprofit organization works and sharing with other realtors. Again, we have our way to thank you with our 3 and free. You refer 3 people, your membership fees are waived. Is that off-putting? Am I asking too much by asking for your help to grow our membership? So those are my 2 questions. And if you don't have any other questions, then that's our webinar. And I really thank you very much for sticking around and listening to all that I had to share. And I hope you consider becoming a member so we can help save the lives of rescue pets. And Laura, thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to engage with the realtor members of Tri-Counties.
You're welcome.
Yes. Okay. Thank you, everybody. Have a wonderful day.
Bye, everyone.
Okay. Bye-bye.